Another week, another video. This week we have a DAF CF complete with a PX7 engine and AS tronic lite transmission. This truck was recovered in with red transmission warning and an inability to select gears, as you can see. Diagnostic weapon of choice this week is Jaltest, as its ability to do just about as much as Davey, and with a comprehensive list of diagrams, means this diagnostic tool is more than capable to tackle this job. I can get the interface plugged into the OBD socket here, and once powered up we can then get this vehicle identified through Jaltest's auto VIN diagnostic function. With the vehicle identified and all the systems listed, we know what system we're looking for, so we can just manually select our gearbox from the list and go into it, with the first point of call being what diagnostic trouble codes are active. So we can check these first. With some DTCs being identified as unknown, we can report these to Jaltest directly here for product improvements, but I'm on a mission to get this fixed ASAP, so this will have to wait. With the 3 active faults relating to gear selection, KL30, which is our battery power to the power pack, and our unknown error relating to some valve, I'll start with the power supply problem. Now, Jaltest lists various fuses to check, but we can use our head and let the diagnostic tool do the work, and use the measurement selection to check the power supply at the power pack on the gearbox. By selecting the power and pressures here, it will allow me to identify when and what is possibly causing the issue. Well, we have no pressures for a start, and more worryingly, fluctuating voltage on KL30 at the pump. Things have just got a lot more interesting, so we need to get more invasive. Time to get the truck in the air. With the truck in the air, I can consult the great feature of Jaltest, which is the diagrams. As you can see, we have 2 sources for KL30 on this pump, but which plug is the diagnostic computer referencing the voltage from? Best get my hands dirty and do some testing. We have the pump power supply at the back, so we can just start here. Well, that's odd. Pulling the main power supply causes our voltage to stabilise on the diagnostic computer. We best check all the power supplies to this to be sure. So, plug A. No corrosion is always a good sign. Now for a test light. Well, 23 volts here and here. And a massive volt drop at the rear connector. I think we're onto something. Now, I do love these LED test lights, and I do find them accurate. Well, the ones I buy anyway, but you can never go wrong with a serious current draw like a bulb. As you can see from the massive inrush of current and the arc at the contact, this isn't something I'd be doing with a supply from an ECU, but seeing as these are KL30, I can get away with it. With these power supplies all looking good, I'm happy to leave this plug alone. As for our main power pack supply, further investigation is required. I'm going to have to trace this loom to its source, so down comes the truck. With the truck down on the ground, I can get the cab over and follow this harness. Up the back of the gearbox to the PDU, or Power Distribution Board, located on the wing for the LF. What will our watertight cover reveal today? Our old friend corrosion, or in this case, high resistance. It's a bit of a stretch to get this fuse out. Next job, replace the whole fuse box. That'd be one way to please the customer, wouldn't it? Tell you what I'd rather do. I'm going to swap the location of this from P7 to P1, as it's not used in this particular model, to save the customer some money. I've cleaned up the ring terminal and we have a fuse in stock, so with a bit of contact cleaner, I'd class this power distribution board as serviceable. And with the rubber blank now in the other end, we can close this up and see if we've got our diagnostic and rectification correct. Just plug this power supply back in here and jump onto Jaltest. We can connect back to the power pack and select our pressures and volts again. Stable voltage and a correct pressure reading always helps. Back into the DTCs, we can see our active faults are now inactive, and a quick clear of these means we can drop the cab and jump in to try the gear selection. With no faults on the dip and the vehicle now having a neutral indicator on the dash, the truck cycles through forwards and reverse just fine. Another successful repair, and even though I had to do some diagnostics, the actual cost of the part was less than £10. If you'd like this diagnostic on the AS Tronic Lite gearbox, I have this other video here on power pack replacement. As always, drop a like, hit me up in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.